Welcome to a Trucker's Mind podcast. I'm Eddie McGee.
It's your boy K Things.
We're back, man. Episode 220.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get right into it. But before we do, I just want to let everybody know that Keith royally fucked up the content earlier, and it wasn't recording, so we have to do this all over.
Well, we don't have an assistant. There's just two niggas in here running around, pressing buttons.
Like 15 minutes into the podcast, Keith looked over at the camera and was like, "Is that recording?" I'm like, "Nah, it's not, bro.
The red light wasn't
The red
on.
light's not on." He's like, "Oh, dang."
Yeah.
Let's just keep. I was like, "We gonna keep the audio?" He is like, "We might as well." I was like, "Nah, let's do it over." So we just recorded it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just one of the things that happened, man. I'm glad Keith caught it in 15 minutes, though.
Yeah, we would have been just a 2-minute video and then an hour and a half long podcast.
Yep. All right, let's get right into it. First off, we want to send a huge shout out to one of our valued listeners, Monet. She is a licensed esthetician out there in Texas. Mm-hmm. And she sent us a package from Jan Marini Skin Research. It's really cool. It's a men's system. And the reason why she sent this out is because since she's an esthetician, she has a very professional page. I asked her a question about like skincare, how to get my skin better, especially since me and Keith, when we eventually upgrade the camera and get more production value to the podcast, we want to look like a more valuable product. So I was like, how can we better our skin? And she turned around and sent us a whole fucking care package. So shout out to Monet for doing that.
Yeah.
And we're definitely going to use it and, let her know how it looks. But shout out to her for that.
Yeah, follow her on a gram at RejuveMB, REJUVMB.
So. Yeah, that's Rejuve as in REJU.
I just spelled it. Why are you
spelling it? Oh, you spelled it? Okay.
This nigga do not be listening to me.
Okay. You said Rejuve, but I didn't know if you spelled it. Like
yeah, I
letter
just
for
spelled
letter.
it. I literally just spelled it, Eddie.
Okay. Shout out to her, man. Mm-hmm. All right. Another thing, just in general for everybody, but not just black people, but for everybody, make sure you protect your skin. It's starting to get hot out there, and you will fuck your shit up. And black people be thinking like, oh, man, sunscreen is for white people. Like, false, sir. Because me as a truck driver, I could fuck my skin up because the left side of my body could get burnt up and my face could get burnt up. So I make sure I use SPF 50 on my face, or just, it's for your complexion and it prevents breakouts. But, Monet just sent some more stuff. I'm going to use that, but I've kept my skin pretty healthy. It's a little dry right now because I didn't put no fucking lotion on. But besides that, my skin's pretty healthy on my face and my arms and stuff. So make sure you protect your skin. Stop just standing outside like a goddamn Polish sausage. You're gonna get burnt up.
They have some more natural stuff too. I think I know some people that use like coconut oil instead of the SPF stuff because I don't know, people be real weird about using sunscreen because of cancers and stuff that they believe is in there. But coconut oil is another option.
Coconut,
right?
Some of the ladies, y'all gonna be out here smelling like a snack.
Coconut oil do not smell good.
No,
not like natural coconut oil. No.
I have coconut oil. I use it on my beard. What are you talking about?
You like the natural coconut oil, or like
I don't know if it's natural.
It's probably
but
a scented.
It's an oil and it smells good and everything.
Yeah, it's probably a scented like thing with coconut oil in it, but just regular coconut oil doesn't smell.
I'll be walking around this bitch smelling like an almond joy. Some girl walked into me like, "Ooh, I want to suck your thing." I was like, "Hey, what are you talking about, dude?
That's crazy.
That's not okay.
That's a wild statement.
That's assault.
It's early for that kind of conversation.
No, people get the humor on here. They know that. They know women are not throwing themselves at me to give me oral. They know that's not happening. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that like happening to you, like at the snap of a finger, like put your hands up and put your pants down. I'm about to give you oral.
I would be like, man, this is the life I've been waiting for. This is the only reason I've done 220 podcast episodes.
Right.
Get head on demand.
I've been waiting for this opportunity for a long time. This is like it almost feel like one of those San Joaquin Valley College commercials.
Yeah.
When they show the people doing the training and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then it's just going to show you there like, man, I've been waiting for this opportunity for a long time. San Joaquin Valley College.
Yeah. You know how they have like video on demand? They should have like, a subscription where you can just get head on demand.
That'd be wild.
That'd be crazy.
Yo, remember that dude that had that commercial where he was like, I forgot the name of the school, but it was some black dude with a hat turned sideways.
Oh,
and he's
Everest
like,
College.
Everest College. Like, what are you doing, man? Get off the couch. You ain't doing nothing with your life.
Yeah.
Do something with yourself, man. You sitting there. It's so easy. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like they paid this nigga $50 to do this commercial.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
You judging my life. Don't be judging my life. They paid you $50 and you got a generic hat on.
That was like the before, you know how now on Instagram they have the more natural commercials, you know, to where it doesn't have the production value with the cameras and stuff. Like it'll literally be just somebody like, hey man, you guys should download this app. It helped me sleep, or it helped me do this, or it helped me cook meals and stuff like that. That was like the genesis of those more like natural, low production value commercials.
Right.
Because he literally just standing freestyling. They probably told him that to promote Everest College, and they set up a little digital camera and just ran it up.
He did all that acting for the same $50.
Yeah.
Hey, you know one of the worst commercials I seen for a local? It was considered like a local college commercial, but fucking Romeo Miller did it. ICDC College. Oh my God, that was the worst shit ever.
It was all kind of skits.
Yeah, ICDC. I'm like, bro, this is bad.
Honestly, any commercial on BET is gonna be terrible.
Yeah, BET's those old commercials, like the ones that would come on late at night. Mm-hmm. What I hated was those fucking infomercials that would be loud as fuck.
Yeah,
I don't know why they were so loud.
They have a thing where they even on YouTube the volume of the ads are higher. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they used to have this fucking televangelist that would be on the late commercials like, you want to give your life to Jesus Christ? Come on down to it was like a legit televangelist selling holy water and shit.
Yeah.
He's like, give your life to Jesus Christ. And he would put his hands on people and they would fall down. And he's like, in the name of Jesus, remove this cancer. Remove the cancer from her body. You'd be like, for only $12.99, you could get holy water for only $12.99. Like limited supply. You'd be like, dude, this guy is so full of shit.
Yeah. I know you got a small penis out there, but the Lord will bless you. Just like,
you gonna buy all that holy water and still have a little dick. That's fucked up, man. Oh man,
that's wild.
Another one wasn't really an infomercial, but it was Mrs. Cleo, the psychic, and she'd be like, "Call me now for your free reading. Only $39.99 for a 4-month subscription."
But they was making a killing back in the day.
She wasn't even Jamaican, dude.
Yeah.
She was Jafaking.
The holy waters and the psychic readings and all that, the tarot cards, people was making money back in the day. The
tarot cards are telling me that your husband is being unfaithful to you. You need to leave the relationship right now. And then as soon as she get off there, she'd be like, man, these niggas stupid as fuck. They really think I'm Jamaican.
Yeah.
They really think I'm Jamaican out here.
That's funny, man.
All
Miss
right.
Cleo.
Yeah, let's get into it. Switching gears. Oh, no. Let's not get into it right away. Actually, we forgot about the graduating class of 2022. Let's talk about those people. Shout out to all the graduating classes, whether that's junior high, high school, or college.
Kindergarten.
You know,
pre-K kids going into real school.
It's always really inspiring to watch the next generation. But the little generation, I'm a little scared about them because they had flaming hot baby formula. I don't know about them niggas.
Really?
No, not really. No,
I was like, what? That sounds crazy.
They put flaming hot flavor in everything. That's not even a real flavor.
Yeah.
Flaming hot is in everything now. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. They seen like burritos and stuff.
Not even just burritos. They changing other chips to flaming hot. Funyuns is flaming hot.
Oh, they got the Funyuns, yeah.
Motherfucking, they did it with Doritos. They did it with
like the
Frito flaming hot. The craziest shit I've seen, and they really did it, was a flaming hot Mountain Dew. You seen that?
Mm-mm.
They got a flaming hot flavor Mountain Dew. They got flaming hot macaroni and cheese.
I think I've seen that before.
Bro, these kids is got so many chemicals in them. By the time they get our age, they're not gonna be able to run the country, man.
They just a science experiment.
Yeah, they gonna do a test, and every answer gonna say flaming hot on it. What's 1 + 1? Flaming hot.
Kids love that too. My niece, she be eating all kind of hot chips. And
Oh
stuff.
no, that shit's terrible. I be seeing little babies mouth all red. You ever seen a kid with red cheeks and red lips, and the Cheeto got slobber all over it, and the baby
Yeah.
like,
I think they mostly probably like the salt, but they don't realize it
probably.
because that stuff be salty.
I wonder what that's neurologically doing to a baby when they've got so many flaming hot products at such a young age.
Who knows?
Even the mama's got flaming hot breast milk.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got flaming hot breast milk and Four Locos in those titties,
That might
man.
be fire, actually.
Flaming hot breast milk?
Four Loco titty milk.
Oh,
I drink some Four Loco titty milk.
that's the thing, bro. If I had my wife or fiance or whatever, if she was pregnant, I would be so mad if she was just eating just straight junk.
Yeah.
I'd be like, babe, we got to get you a better diet.
I don't think you would date that kind of person.
Nah, I wouldn't, dude.
Yeah. I don't
Fuck
see
that.
Yeah.
She just walking around with a whole family-sized bag of flaming hot Cheetos.
Yeah. I mean, we all got bad habits every now and
Yeah,
then.
we
You might
do.
get a little Debbie snack, but
Yeah.
if that's your normal diet, like
Yeah.
hot Cheetos for breakfast, I don't even know if we can.
No, I wouldn't be conquering my lady. She's pregnant. She has cravings. We're cool. We could get you, your ice cream or whatever you want. But for Christ's sake, you're not gonna be sitting around eating flaming hot Cheetos. I don't want the baby coming out with fucking a whole red body.
Yeah.
Yeah, your kid is, instead of a crack baby, your kid is a flaming hot baby. Can't even focus, ADD and shit.
Oh, man.
Fingers always red. You can't even wash it off.
Yeah.
You ever had somebody shake your hand and they literally got red fingers from eating Cheetos?
Not in my 20s or 30s, no.
Bro, I've shaken a motherfucker's hand that had red fingers, and
Like
I'm
an
like,
adult?
yeah.
He gotta. That man deserved to be in prison.
I was like thinking, you motherfucker, why are you shaking my hand?
Yeah.
Like that, and that's a bad thing. If you washed your hands and you still got red fingertips, you shouldn't be eating that shit.
Yeah. Because imagine what it's doing to your esophagus and your
Yeah,
stomach.
you got red hot everywhere.
Yeah.
You got red hot in your stomach lining. You got it in your fingers.
Yeah.
Your whole inside
Yeah,
of
you
your.
can't even digest a lot of that stuff.
Nah, one of that rapper almost got fucked up by it. Lil Xan. Mm-hmm. He said he had to stop eating red hot Cheetos. He went to the hospital because of it.
It's messing up the lining in his stomach or something like that.
Yeah, I know some people that eat red hot Cheetos. Here's the thing, I said red hot, flaming hot. They will they will put fucking lime and just like lime or something on it. I'm like, bro, this is not a meal.
In high school it was. In high school, that was a 4-course meal.
I fucked with Frito boats back in the day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I don't know how we get.
Yeah, that sound fire. I low-key want one of those now.
Yeah, that was good.
They put the little beans in there. They used to cut the
top off.
Yeah, that might be fire,
You cut 50% of the bag in half, and you put the chili and the cheese in there.
Bro, it's something about that texture too, like with the chili beans, like the moist chili beans on there.
And you walk around with a hot ass bag,
Mm-hmm.
and for some reason you don't care about how bad it's burning your hand because the food, the contents inside are so good.
Niggas be wanting a little sample. They be wanting a couple chips.
Oh, I hated that.
Yeah.
I'm like, and then here's the worst part: if somebody, let me get some chips, and then you put your bag out to pour it, and they put their whole motherfucking hand in the bag. You be like, look here, bitch. Okay, I didn't tell you put your whole fucking hand in my bag of chips, you dickhead.
You like, we all broke here, so this money is gonna run out next week.
Yeah,
this
you
little
fucking
allowance I got or little money I got from my summer job or whatever.
You put your dirty teenage hand in my bag of chips.
Yeah,
you fucking jerk.
People be fingering girls and whatnot.
Yeah, that's the thing. Before you have sex, you be like the king of fingering.
I never really did that.
Really? Mm-mm. Yeah. Before that, like it's here. I can only imagine what kids are going through because we keep jumping off the graduates, but I can only imagine what these high schoolers are going through when it comes to sex. I got made fun of because I was a virgin all the way up to like senior year, and the thing about it was, why are you making fun of me for not having sex?
Yeah.
Imagine the pressures that kids have now with all the social media and all of this shit.
Yeah.
I bet you these kids can't make it out of freshman year before they're getting fucked.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of pressure.
And
I think whenever I have kids, the thing that I would tell them is like, kind of coach them in a way where they can live outside of like the norms.
Right,
to where
right,
they don't
right,
have
right.
to be pressured into doing whatever, is.
Let it be your decision.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Because there's some parents that are so fucking naive, and you want to tell them, like, motherfucker, we were in high school. We know how this shit goes. Mm-hmm. There are parents that literally say, my kids tell me everything. I know everything. No, you fucking don't. Mm-hmm. You don't, okay? You don't know. You think your kids are so innocent, but they're getting fucked at school, and you will never know it because they're not going to tell you. There are certain things that you go through as a teenager on your own, and the only people you really tell are your peers. Mm-hmm. You're not going to tell your mom every time you finger some girl at school. You're not going to tell your parents every time you have some type of the first time you smoke weed or drink a beer. Mm-hmm. You're not going to tell your parents that shit.
Yeah.
Parents really be naive. My kids tell me everything. I know everything about my kids. No, you don't.
Yeah.
Because I know some wild shit that girls was doing back in school. Mm-hmm. And parents never knew. There was a teacher, actually, and his daughter was getting wild with shit, probably half the football team.
Mm-hmm. Was she a water girl?
No, she wasn't a water girl.
Dang.
She just liked football players, apparently.
Yeah.
But
that A-gap, boy.
That A-gap. Niggas was busting through that A-gap. They was running straight through the B-gap. They would bounce outside sometimes. Had to seal off that edge. The tight end had to seal off that edge. Make sure the defensive end couldn't get containment. Mm-hmm. Some football.
I think the water girl on our team might have been getting she might have been giving like a couple players head, and I think the coach had to talk to some of the players to kind of like
to stop.
Yeah,
stop doing this head stuff. All
right? Yeah. It's messing up your performance.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Niggas missing tackles and whatnot.
Yeah, because they drained.
Yeah,
that's the crazy thing. I think I think there's certain times where like kids will be kids. Having a water girl on the team, I don't see that as a problem, but it's just so many young, dumbass, horny young men. Mm-hmm. That you gotta rely on them to like control themselves.
It's funny too, because in high school you have like you could put. I don't think this happens as an adult, but definitely in high school you kind of delineate the girl you just want to get head from, and then the girl that you would like also smash. And generally the water girls don't be looking that good. They might be kind of a little chubby. They might just be a fan of football. It's sometimes it happens to where it's like a teacher's daughter or a coach's daughter or something like that. And those generally be the girls you just get head from.
That sucks. It sucks to hear that story. Yeah. But like this is the shit that really goes on in high school.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, man. But it's life. Somebody's probably like, I can't believe like Keith would say something like that. That's just very insensitive. Mm-hmm. But it's like you can say that, but like this is what really goes on with your kids at school.
Yeah.
And just to bring it all back, all the graduating classes, shout out to them. Junior highs, elementaries, pre-K, college, everybody's putting on them caps and gowns. Mm-hmm. Everybody's going across the stage. And some of these kids are setting a milestone because there are some kids that graduate from high school and a lot of their family didn't graduate from high school.
Yeah, it'd be a big deal.
It'd be a big deal, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a huge deal. Mm-hmm. There's some people that their kids are first generation American. They could have came here as immigrants and brought their kids here when they was little. Mm-hmm. And they kids, the oldest kid out of all the kids graduate. And he's the first one to get a high school education out of the family.
Yeah.
So, it's a big deal, man. College.
What do you remember about your high school graduation?
What I remember everything that day. I remember in the main gym at Bakersfield High School, there was a bunch of different papers on the wall that were alphabetically lined up, and literally it showed you where you had to line up during the graduation, where you lined up. But also that list also showed you whether you graduated or not, because a lot of people did not know if they graduated or not until they looked at the list. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people's names was not on that list. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Did they do that with y'all?
I don't remember the graduating and not graduating part of it. Mm-hmm. But definitely the alphabet lineup, by your letter, your name and stuff like that.
Well, it means it was the same thing, mm-hmm. but I just knew that's what it meant. Mm-hmm. And it was people like, yeah, my grandma here, everybody here. And it's like, you don't want to tell them like, my nigga, you didn't graduate.
Yeah.
It was some people that was literally watching the ceremony on the other side of the bleachers, and they didn't get their high school diploma.
And they were seniors?
I know some people, yeah, that was my class. I know some people till this day that still have not got their high school diploma.
Dang.
37 years old, still don't
My
got
friend Tree, he's been on the podcast. He didn't graduate high school.
He didn't?
He eventually did, but not with his class.
His class, really?
Yeah, I think he failed an English class or something.
Wow.
He graduated in the summer. But he's a teacher now, so he got degrees.
Wow, it's crazy. I remember I had a teammate. He was 1 year older than me, and I guess he didn't graduate with his class, but he was in summer school coming up, and they had a ceremony. They had like a legit ceremony for the people that didn't graduate, but it wasn't hitting the same though.
Of course not.
It was like a watered down, like they didn't even have the live band or none of that.
Yeah.
They just had that song over speakers. Dun, 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 and they kept skipping. Dun,
They just played it from a cell phone.
There wasn't no cell phones back then.
Oh, dang, you're right.
We did have cell phones, but they was not smartphones yet.
Yeah.
And the only game we had on our phones back then was Snake.
Snake used to be pretty fun.
Snake, that's all we had was Snake. And I would be playing Snake, and they'd be like, ooh, I bet you I get a higher score than you. I bet. And we was literally arguing on who could get the highest score on Snake. But it would get difficult because the Snake would get so long.
Yeah, you had to navigate it. Yeah. That game was pretty fun.
I think Snake got interesting when that shit got in color. You remember when it went into color?
Yeah.
That shit was hitting different.
Yeah, that's funny.
I used to have in college, when I first started going to college, I had a Nokia brick phone. You don't remember those? It was like that Nokia brick. And it was super durable, but I'd be playing Snake on it. I'd be like, man, I'm killing all y'all scores.
Snake was fun.
Oh man, back then, bro, when you was texting a girl, you really had to like her because you was using that motherfucking was it the TTYL or whatever it's called? That what do you call it? The word prediction shit. I'll be typing.
Yeah,
quick.
like for a C, it'd be like 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
But what it was is after you text enough, it started getting your language down, and you could just press to the right, and it would put a whole word in for you. And I'll just be like, poop, 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 poop.
Yeah.
Poop, poop.
Yeah.
Nobody. And
text message used to cost like 10 cents to send. I remember
crazy,
like early, you used to have to pay for
on the prepaid shit.
You know, it's for me. I'm a huge hypocrite. I'm a person that be like not on board with nothing when it first come out. Because I remember when like when the Sidekicks came out, I don't think I had a cell phone, and like a little bit before that. But I would see people like texting wasn't as heavy back then because like it cost money. Yeah. But I would always be like, man, why would you text? Like, why don't you just pick up the phone and call somebody? And now I'm a texting fool. Like I text all the time.
The world has been consumed by text to the point to where people have become antisocial.
Yeah.
Not enough people talk on the phone anymore, which that sucks. But the Sidekick, that was a new level. Like I didn't have it because I didn't have T-Mobile back then, but people thought they were so cool.
Sidekick was probably the coolest phone ever made.
Probably it's two phones. It's the coolest phones ever, and that's the fucking Sidekick and the Razor.
Razor was cool.
Sidekick
was one of the ones.
Oh, the Razor, you could be arguing with somebody, arguing with your homie, and just pop, hang up on him. Like you can hang up on people with the most aggression ever.
No, the Razor was cool because like you could be arguing with somebody and then you could slice a nigga throat with the Razor.
I wasn't expecting that. Wow, that was original. Yeah, man. And the Sidekick phones, like when people would slide them out, they would slide to the side. Slide them back.
They used to have and then they came back low key and they had the Sidekick IDs or something where they were like lesser, like a smaller version, but they had different colors on them and stuff.
I don't remember that one.
They came out when I was in high school, so
was
probably.
it Android?
I don't know
because
it was still the same. I don't know if they had switched to Android.
Yeah, they did. Because basically they call it a Sidekick, but it didn't flip out to the side like the old one. This one was called a Sidekick, but it slid
up. Yeah. So they had those, and then there was a little bit smaller, but they had a bunch of different colors on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
That Razor phone though is just unmatched. It was the coolest phone because the keyboard had the blue thing surrounding the letters.
And it was kind of flat. It wasn't like real buttons. It was kind of like
it's flat, but the little like the ridges around it was dope. It was a very original phone.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I remember most about high school graduation was like genuinely like being emotional.
Hell
like,
yeah.
Just knowing that this is going to be the last time you see certain people.
Yeah.
You know, you grown now, like real life is ahead of you. Me also not necessarily knowing like what school I was going. Like I had a lot of plans and they just didn't really work out because I didn't really know what I was doing.
Yeah.
You know, as a senior. But yeah, and just knowing that you're not going to be able to see certain people again and stuff like that. But we had our senior night too, and we went to Six Flags, which was pretty cool.
I didn't go to that.
Really?
No, I didn't go to that. But
yeah,
people, it's a trip, man, and it's a lot of people my age. Not a ton, but there's some people my age. Their kids are graduating. That's a trip. That's the fucking trip right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I just think about that sometimes. Like, I'm 30, so I could technically have
junior higher
kids. Yeah, kids would be like 10, 12 years old right now.
Yeah. Well, I won't say junior high. Yeah, possibly. Either junior high if you had them early, but if you had them like regular age, they would be damn near junior high. Like what, 7th grade right now? Oh no. Like,
they'd be like 10. So
like 6th, 5th.
It would be if I had a kid at like 18 to 20 years old, they would be like 10, 12 years old right now. So that would be like 5th, 6th grade. Yeah, maybe 7th grade.
That's a trip. And the thing is, like to really think about it, we're still young. You know, sometimes like if
I can't even fathom that, like having a child
that's nuts.
7th grade. I can't even picture it.
Yo, it's a trip because like especially where I used to live, there was like a elementary right there. It's like elementary to like 6th grade, whatever. And like I would like drive by there to like go to the store or whatever. And it's like sometimes I'd be low key wishing I had a kid because them moms that be coming up there, you'd be like, God damn.
You want to be a baby daddy?
Man, I don't know if I want to be a baby daddy.
What I'm saying, if you got a kid, you want to be in a relationship, right?
I could be a really nice friend. Mommy's friend is coming over tonight. So just stay in the room, okay?
Yeah, I feel you.
Like every time my mom's friend comes over, they make really loud clapping noise in the room. They stay up all night clapping their hands for some reason.
I think mommy's friend is hurting her. Also, mommy says she was atheist, but every time she's in there, she says, "Oh God."
Kids don't know what atheist mean, nigga. Every time I hear mommy saying, "Oh my God," I think they're praying in there. Oh man,
that was crazy.
There's a lot of, I guarantee you, this is the funny thing. I bet you there's a lot of like, you know, either single men or women that like, you know, they still have a sex life, but they have to conceal that from their young kids. So they don't want to like really have that out there. So they be up in there, they have the infomercial on full blast in there getting smashed.
Yeah. Parents got to do a better job.
Yeah, but I mean, what can they do? Mom still got to have a life.
They can, but I'm just saying they got to do a better job of like I mean, I know for sure, like I done walked in on my, or been in the, I've seen my parents have, you know what I mean? Like you just got to do a better job of like hiding your sexual, you know, stuff from your kids.
Yeah. But even when you conceal it, they're going to find out eventually. Like every time mom's friend Carlos comes over, they really go in the back and mom screams. I think that I need to call the police. Can you imagine the little kid calling the cops? I think Carlos is hurting my mom. And then all of a sudden he'd be like, no, he's not hurting me. He's making mommy feel good, okay? Just go in the room.
He's the reason I'm not whooping your ass all day, okay? Just go over there and be quiet.
He's the reason I'm not beating you anymore.
I remember you talked about one time on the podcast about how like dogs be knowing everything.
Yeah.
Like dogs be seeing like all the niggas like women be having in
yeah.
Yeah. I remember one time like I was doing my thing, and then this dog like licked my foot.
Oh no!
I was like, dang, I ain't never had no threesome, but this is the closest I'm gonna get.
I had a comparable situation. Swear to God. I'm in there. I didn't know the fucking dog was in there, but we started doing whatever, and then the dog just standing there watching. I was like, hey, can you tell that? Can you open the door and let the dog out? Like, did you know your dog was in here? She's like, no, he's fine. I'm like, no, open the door. Let the dog out. This dog out of here. The dog knows.
If the dog was watching?
The dog with his eyes just looking at us.
You can't have the dog watching.
The dog knows you're fucking.
Some dogs are chill. They just go like lay in their bed or go curl up, whatever, on their little pallet or whatever. But they can't be watching you.
The dog was just standing there like, hey, this nigga's stealing my moves. Yeah, it was weird, man. It's weird. Some people that love dogs just don't find any wrong situation for the dog being around.
Yeah.
Literally yesterday, I was washing my work clothes because I was washing my work clothes over at the laundromat, and there was a dude that was obviously mentally ill, and he was like walking down the street talking to himself with no shoes on, and his dog was kind of like hobbling. Well, the dog was walking with him, very loyal companion, right? I felt really bad for the dog, but dogs don't don't rationalize like people. They are just loyal beings. They feel like they belong in every situation as long as the owner will keep them there.
Yeah,
but the dude was talking to himself like, right? Walking down the street, and the dog was just like hobbling. I'm like, yo, can somebody please take that dog?
This is a toxic relationship.
Yeah, this is a toxic relationship. The dog is like, I'm getting tired of this.
But you're right. Dogs be so loyal. They don't even.
His paws would probably hurt him because dogs are not supposed to be walking in the heat with their hands.
Yeah, when it's too hot,
to fuck their paws up.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, can you get?
I mean, the owner was doing it, so he not worried about none of that.
Yeah, the owner got mental illness. The dog is like, nigga, I'm normal. I'm a normal dog.
The dog got mental illness too, because if you following that nigga around, you tripping.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? That man needs that dog more than that dog needs him.
Yeah.
I could guarantee you that much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but we got way off it. But anyways, yeah. Shout out to the class of 2022, man. You got a long life ahead of you, man.
Yeah.
Don't rush anything. Parents, stop rushing your kids to go to fucking college. Because truth be told, if they're really talented, they can make more money on TikTok than college. You want to send your kids off to school to get a bunch of college debt that they may not even utilize in the real world? That ain't cool. Give them a chance to fail. That's the only advice I would give parents is give your kids a chance to fucking fail. Give them at least 2 years out of high school to figure out something, to get something rolling. And if they can't do it, be like, hey man, you got to go to fucking school. You got to figure something out at that point.
Yeah. But I think that's not even my advice about not going to school or going to school. It's just like, figure out what you love and then just go do it, whether that is if you want to be a doctor or if you want to play sports or whatever, like figure that out as soon as possible and go do it.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think you really, the problem with it though is find out what you love. That's kind of hard because you can't force that. And a lot of times when you're young, you're just experimenting with things and you think you love them, but you don't. You know what I mean? And you go through enough of that till you find out what what you really want. Because when I was in high school, I never had the foresight to say I wanted to be some type of journalist or media person. Nor did I say I had the foresight to say I'm going to be a truck driver. I had no fucking idea. It's just something that I did to make money. You know what I mean? But that's where I ended up. I never in a million years would look at my life 19 years later and say, oh man, I'm going to be a truck driver. And you just don't know these things.
Yeah. You just got to live life.
Yeah.
That's the best way to figure out what you want to do in life.
Yeah.
Is do stuff. And then if you like it, then keep doing it. If you don't, then stop doing it.
Yeah, pretty much. Shout out to the kids out here. And I will say this. These kids are coming into a world that was a lot more difficult than when we were in school and coming up. I would say it's just more difficult with just the social climate of America, man. And all the shit that's taking place and the expectations and all this stuff is just way different.
Yeah.
But there's that.
And then also too, like in terms of like figuring stuff out, just know you never really too late to do anything.
Yeah.
As long as you still got some breath in your body, you can make something happen. If you want to go start going back to college at 30 years old and get your degree, like
30 is young.
do it. Yeah, you still got a lot of life ahead of you.
Yeah, don't let somebody tell you like, oh man, you too old to go to school, and it's like, you're not too old. You may feel out of place being around a bunch of fucking 19, 20-year-olds, but
yeah,
who cares?
you are going to be old in terms of school, but you got to realize in the real world, you're not going to be that old. As soon as you get your degree ain't got your age on it. That's what Eric Thomas always say. You don't got your GPA on it, none of that. You're going to be able to get a job just like anybody else.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point, too. All right. Well, there's that. Switching gears. People are financially struggling. And the reason why I say this is like I live in the real world, so I deal in real world situations. Earlier today, I was at the gas station, and you know how you could see what the last person pumped before you put your money in? On that little screen, it said $8.38. And then I looked at the other three pumps. One said like $12.25. Another one said like $6.70. Another one was like in that range. People can't afford shit right now. Inflation is fucking going nuts. People can't afford food, gas, rent is going up. The housing market's wild. Like, people are going through it.
Yeah.
And I don't give a fuck what highlights you see on social media. Everyone ain't living like that. Like, I know for a fact people ain't got it like that. And I think that it's almost like an overcompensation because, dog, I know, like, what is it, like 70% of people, I think, especially during the pandemic, they found that live paycheck to paycheck. Or I think it was like high 60 to 70% of people that are paycheck to paycheck. So it's like, dog, people are going through it. So the reason, like, I'm not saying this to be down on anyone because I've been down many times in my life. Times where I'm like, Keith, you got $5? Like, I've been through it. Yeah. And the reason why I notice these things is because I've been through it. You know, I've been driving down the street. I'm seeing a lot of people with expired fucking registration. A lot, like super expired. I can see if it's like a month behind. Sometimes you can't get to the DMV. 2 months behind. Whatever. But I'm seeing people with 2020 tags. I'm seeing people with 2018 tags.
Registration be expensive.
It'd be expensive. People can't afford it. It's an expense. So dude, trust me. I've been in a situation before where back in the day, I got my car fucking not impounded, but I got it impounded because it was fucking 2 years behind on registration. And it was embarrassing to have your car taken by the goddamn police because your tags are old as fuck. And I was just like, fuck, man. Like, it sucks not having money. You know, but that's what happens in the real world.
Yeah.
You know, I see it too often. I was telling Keith, like 2 years ago, to get a carton of these egg whites, it was $3.29. And then just the other day, I went to get another carton of egg whites. That shit was $7, bro. $7. And the thing about it is I make a pretty decent living and I still feel this shit. So if I still feel this shit, I know motherfuckers that don't make that much, and this shit is absolutely scorching them. So, yeah.
I guess the theme of that statement is if you broke, don't buy no egg whites.
Not necessarily. I'm just saying that I live in the real world. So I know people are really going through real things. Yeah. You know, people post nothing but highlights on social media. You would never get a sense of the real world because when you're looking at these pictures, it's always vacations. It's always this and that. I'm not saying you need to post your despair. I'm just saying I know for a fact because I've lived it that this part of most people's lives exists.
Yeah, to me, that's a frustration that I have with social media is that people tend to like post like the best version of themselves on there, but then also like I got to remove myself from even that idea because in what world are they supposed to post like what they really live like, right? Like if say you posting a selfie. Like, and you got roaches in your house or something like that.
Ooh,
like, I just don't imagine seeing roaches on social media.
I got the roaches in the bag.
Yeah, so I get that. But I mean, I just try to like, you know, I kind of take social media for what it is. But I do see how there are a lot of people you almost live in a double life in a sense. And I am too. It's not like I don't, it's not like I be showing exactly what everything look like. I try to be as transparent as possible. You know what I mean? In terms of like my lifestyle, but I'm not an open book. I'm not showing my living space. I'm not showing what the office look like from every single angle. You know what I mean? So I just think like it is real out here though. I think there's a lot of people that are going through it. I know people that haven't worked. They may be. I have a friend that's overqualified for a lot of jobs. Like he can pretty much only get like managerial positions, in certain companies, and he requires a certain salary, so he won't get hired in certain spaces, and those jobs don't open up as frequently as some of these lower tier jobs, and he's been out of work for a long time and not having paid his mortgage in X amount of months and all these different things. So it's real. It's real out here, and people have, and we as people tend to acquire bills. We be having subscriptions, we be having car notes, insurance, and that stuff. It don't stop. It don't care for nobody.
Nah, especially when the bills hit, like most of your bills hit on one paycheck. A lot of people don't have enough money like to recover after that because it's just too much. Like it's like, your rent, your motherfucking car, your insurance, your this, your that, your food, your gym payment, your goddamn, all of this shit. This shit adds up. It adds up, man. It really does. And a lot of people don't have much after that. Yeah, it's just more or less to talk about the current landscape. We talked about the graduates of 2022, like these high school kids, they're going into a world where you need to make 3 times the rent to get your own apartment. That's fucking nuts. Back in the day, somebody could work like an okay job somewhere and they could end up getting their own apartment. All they really needed was the credit, but they require a financial, like you need to make 3 times the rent in order to get an apartment. And you mean to tell me that a 20-year-old or a 21-year-old is going to be making, let's say the rent for, let's say the rent is $1,200. They would need to make 3 times the rent to have their own place. What 20-year-old do you know making that? Not most 20-year-olds. I don't judge anyone for that matter of fact. Like if I'm dealing with a chick and she has roommates, I don't give a fuck because I know what the real world is like. First of all, her having roommates doesn't mean she's broke. Yeah. Somebody living with their parents doesn't mean they're broke. It just means the price of shit went up. Like a lot of people, especially today, a lot of women don't have as much convenience as they did back in the day because most households require 2 incomes. Like back in the day, men took pride in taking care of the household and paying all the bills. But now it's like, Margaret, you
got to cough up some money.
Margaret, heard they hiring over there.
You got to make
Yeah. And I don't think a woman should have to pay half of the bills. I mean, they can, but I don't know. Like for me, I don't mind paying most of the bills. I just ask if you handle the small shit, like pay the motherfucking high-speed internet and pay my phone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Pay the insurance on my car or some shit like that. But I don't expect for them to deal out the brunt of the bills. But you got to have 2 incomes nowadays. Because if you're paying for everything, what job is you working?
You got to make a lot of money.
You got to make a lot of money. You better be making a lot of money because even in this economy, 100 G's ain't nothing.
I think for me, every relationship is different. Like, you kind of got to, that's why communication is so important. There are some women that are like willing to pay the majority of the bills,
Not very many. It's not the norm.
That doesn't really matter. I'm saying that when you go into a relationship, you have to communicate about what that looks like. So if you want to have, if you're a woman and you want to just stay at home and take care of the kids, like that has to be at the beginning of y'all relationship dynamic. And that has to be articulated because everybody's situation is going to be different. Some women just want to sit at home and take care of the kids and take care of the house and stuff like that. And some women want to pay at least half of the bills because that's just, they want to show that they putting forth effort into,
Mm-hmm.
you know, keeping the home together. And, you know, some women are willing to pay more than, you know, their man, if depending on if they make more money. There's women out here that be like principals and, you know, real estate agents and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And they make more money than, you know, some of they husbands and stuff. So, yeah.
That's real. I feel you. In some cases, though, if a woman wants to be at home, this is what I think. I think I already talked about this. I think that if you're a guy that owns a business, and let's say you're a loud water drinking ass, if you own some type of a business, some landscaping business or whatever, I think it's important to put your wife, even if she's like a stay at home wife, she takes care of the kids, like put her on the payroll. Like find a way to put her on the payroll as like a secretary or something, so she has years of working experience. So worst come to worst, if y'all have a falling out or y'all get a divorce, she doesn't have to try to look for a job with no work experience. Like I feel like, and people will look at that and be like, no, that's not really important. It kind of is. Like I feel like you still want to put each other in a good position. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I own a business, I want you in some way to be a part of the business, meaning, you know, you do the paperwork or you do the books or you do something, and you could do that from home, you know, and it will all be recorded. It'll be taxable income. So you'll be getting taxed. I'll be giving you a paycheck. You know what I mean? So worst come to worst, we break up. You get a job somewhere to taking care of yourself. You know, because it's some women that they husband took on everything. They took on all the bills. They were a traditional relationship, and then he died. And now she don't got no work experience. She don't got no nothing.
Yeah.
He probably left the house and all this other stuff, but you don't always work out like
pick up the pieces.
Yeah, you got to pick up the piece. And if that house ain't paid off and there's some shit that still got to be done, then now all the stress is put on the woman now, you know? And some women that rise to the occasion, but there's some that's just like, I can't deal with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's rough. It's always tough when it comes to those kind of lopsided relationships. When the husband makes so much money and, you know, the wife is sometimes it happens in a way where the girl or the wife or whatever has kids back to back. And they can't work. They literally can't work because they have to take care of the kids, and you know there's no daycare, no nothing like that. And in those situations where something happens in the relationship or something happens to the husband, then they just gotta like, you know, figure it out. I guess
there's some old school women that don't even know how to pump gas, bro.
Really?
Yeah, they never had to pump gas. Like there was a woman that was like tricking people into pumping the gas because she didn't know how to do it. It was somebody was recording it. Like this lady I don't know what's going on. I don't think she knows how to pump gas. And the dude helped her.
I remember that.
Yeah,
that
she never pumped gas, and I guess her husband passed away, and she had to learn how to pump gas.
That's
so
crazy.
I think in a way with like supporting women or like whatever the case, you still need to make each other privy to things. Like imagine this. It goes both ways now. Imagine a woman passes away and you don't know how to cook for yourself.
Yeah.
You don't know how to fold a fucking t-shirt.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know how to keep yourself up. You don't know where to get any of the stuff that you got to clean your body or all of that. Like your wife was doing all of that shit for you, and now she gone, and now you just stuck. It's some grown men that will starve if their wife wasn't making them food.
Yeah.
I know dudes like that, bro. I know dudes that complain that their wife made them a lunch, and the lunch that look good is like, she forgot the fucking pickles, man. Fuck. You like, man, if you don't shut the fuck up and just eat that shit.
That's real.
You got a wife waking up, making you fresh lunch or bringing your lunch to work every day, bro. Man, shut your ass up.
We got to understand the certain privileges and just be grateful sometimes, man. Like that's the thing about like, you could tell when I hear stuff like that, I know they have a terrible relationship.
Yeah.
Because if you will complain about somebody making you a meal, then you probably complain about all kind of other stuff in your relationship.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you like this, because I'm a pretty honest person. If my wife, fiance made me lunch and it was nasty, let's say she burnt the chicken, she fucked it up. At that time, I would bite the chicken and I'd be like, yeah, this ain't for me. And I would probably go get something to eat and I would tell her, hey, babe, I really appreciate what you did. You know, but next time, you know, if you could cook the chicken a little less, you know, a little less this time, it was a little bit tough.
Honestly, anybody that's a good cook and really cares about like they food will ask you, like, hey, how was the chicken? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, people that really be getting on the grill, like they'll ask. And sometimes they're asking you to, you know, affirm what they are.
Ego.
Yeah, exactly. But some people genuinely be wanting to know. Like,
I hate motherfuckers that'll make some nasty shit and then watch you eat it. Like, yeah, you like that? Like, how about you stop staring over my shoulder, motherfucker?
yeah.
You made me some burnt cookies. Leave me alone, motherfucker.
The worst be like, when you go to like, we be so familiar with our own families cooking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That sometimes you be thinking everybody food is gonna be as fire as your family.
Yeah, that's true.
So I've definitely been to like a friend's house or something like that where they make macaroni and cheese and it just be terrible.
This shit straight out the box.
Mm-hmm.
And the macaroni and cheese be like watery. You be like, how you fuck up macaroni and cheese?
Yeah.
The directions is right on the box, motherfucker.
What kind of cheese are you using?
Yeah, this ain't cheese. What is this? This is ranch, nigga. This ain't cheese.
I remember I got some this girl had barbecued and made food and stuff like that. And it was some holiday, I don't know. Like some 3-day weekend we had, and I was like messaging her. I was like, "Hey, would you do such and such this weekend?" She was like, "Oh, I got on the grill. I made some barbecue. I made some macaroni and cheese and stuff like that, and also some potato salad." So I was like, "Cool." And she wasn't like a big eater, so she was like, "I got a lot of leftovers." So I was like, "Cool, I'm gonna slide over there and make me a quick plate." And she was like, "All right, cool. Like just let me know when you get here, right?" So I get over there. And I try to get like a little to-go plate, a little Tupperware or whatever. So she put the barbecue chicken in there. I was like, oh, this is going to be fire. She put the potato salad in there. And then she put the macaroni and cheese in there. And the macaroni and cheese was just like the Kraft's macaroni and cheese. And the whole time I'm thinking everything going to be homemade, like the macaroni and cheese from scratch and stuff like that. But she just had the little Kraft's little box. What was
the ethnicity?
She's black.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hit you with the Kraft, huh?
Yeah. Got my hopes up. But I love any kind of macaroni and cheese, so I wasn't even tripping.
She broke the code, man.
Yeah.
She broke the black code.
Yeah, that's she had a pocket for that. You can't make everything from scratch and then like put some Kraft's macaroni and cheese.
That's true. It's certain potato salad. I really like the potato salad. Gotta be busting on certain meals. It's got to be busting. If the potato salad is off, if I go to a barbecue and your potato salad nasty, I don't want shit.
Really?
I don't want shit. I don't want no meat, nothing. Because like a good potato salad is like the cornerstone of the fucking meal, bro. Like if you fuck that up, I know somebody on the grill is fucking that meat up.
I feel you.
I'm not even wasting my time with that goddamn meat.
Yeah. What if it's like a potluck type of thing?
Man.
Because sometimes the person on the grill don't make the potato salad.
Yo, I'm going to keep it a buck. Going like a potluck situation is rolling the dice because you don't know what these niggas' houses look like. You know, they probably was washing your they probably was cleaning pans with a dirty pair of drawers or some shit. You don't know. You don't know, man. You don't know. You know
niggas will turn anything into a towel.
Yeah, you over there eating a bed bug salad and shit. What the fuck is going on? I don't just trust anybody's shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't trust anybody because here's the fucked up thing. I've been to potlucks before and then I went to the employee's house and I'm like, nigga, I ate food from this house. And you be like, oh man, this ain't cool.
Yeah.
That's funny. You ever walk into somebody's house and you immediately smell shit?
Nah.
Yeah, bro.
I will say though, I think I mentioned it before, but there's a dude that work at the post office and he be coming through the office and dropping off mail and stuff like that. And one day I had to take a piss bad. So and it was on like a Saturday too. So you know it don't be nobody in here. So I walk out the door and the bathroom is only,
steps away.
10 feet away or something like that. As soon as I open the door and step foot in the hallway, you can smell the aroma. Like it start hitting your nose from the hallway. It's just doo-doo. Like, so I walk in there and take a leak and he just in there doo-dooing his freaking mail bag. Mail leaking all over the room. I didn't even wash my hands. I had to get out of there.
Oh my God.
Like, and it's it ain't like regular doo-doo. It's like you could tell he got a bad diet. Like I smell all them McDoubles and chicken chalupas and all that. And
this nigga got some bad gut.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you gotta switch it up, man.
Oh man, you can tell people's diets are bad by the way the shit smell. Because I mean, it's shit. It's not gonna smell good, but you shouldn't have an outrageous odor if you have good gut health.
Yeah,
if you have good gut health, it's not too bad. But man, the worst experience I ever had with somebody shitting or anywhere near me. I was over one of the homies' house. It was one of the fellow employees, and then this dude went in and he said, "Hey, where's your bathroom at?" So he went to the dude's bathroom and he shitted, and the smell leaked out. It went out of the bathroom while he was still shitting, and it went all the way into the kitchen where we was talking. His shit smell went around the corner into the kitchen, and I was just like, "Yo, is that shit?" And he was like, "Yo, open my front door." I was like, "Nigga, what the fuck?" Oh man.
The bad part too is like, if you got normal bowel movements, you probably gonna use the bathroom in the morning.
Yeah.
He was using it. It had to be like 2 p.m.
No, it was later. It was probably like 8.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about a dude that I seen in the post office.
Oh,
yeah. 2 p.m. You doodling that big, it's not good.
Yeah, some people with the worst bowels too. They be taking those very what do you call it? Very animated shit. They be like, you like, that's how you know something's wrong with this guy. Something's wrong with this motherfucker, man. That's like, this is the worst experience probably ever using a public toilet. Have you ever sat on a public toilet and it was still warm? You was like, nigga, who the fuck was sitting here? Was Fat Albert sitting on this toilet? What the fuck, man?
Got them heated seats.
Yeah,
man.
fucking Joe Biden was sitting on this toilet, man.
No, the worst is Planet Fitness.
Oh, yeah.
Planet Fitness, it could get ugly in there sometimes.
Planet shit.
Planet Fitness be disgusting, bro.
Oh, bruh.
A couple times, like I'll be taking a shower in there sometimes, and sometimes you just gotta plug your nose up.
Yeah, that shit be bad. Be like, it was an old dude, and I don't know if you guys realize this, but a lot of elderly people that go to gyms, they are like older men. They don't have a problem just being naked out in front of people.
Yeah,
right. And it's like, I guess in their day it was normal to do that. It was this dude that was standing in the dressing area at Planet Fitness on the phone, just naked. He's just like, I don't know what the fuck he was talking. He's like, oh yeah, definitely 4 o'clock's fine for me.
Yeah,
no pants on, nothing.
Gut hanging out,
stomach out.
Yeah,
motherfucker got his old balls just on display.
It'd be comfortable. It's one dude. I think it's the craziest situation ever. He got to be like probably like 6'3", 6'4", and I guess what he does is like he has shorts that has like the drawstring and he just ties them up. But he takes a piss through like the bottom like leg. So normally we pull our pants down and just take a leak.
This nigga pulled his whole leg.
That nigga just pull his shorts up and then grab his dick and then just be leaking out of the leg. I'm like,
he be having a cheek out.
It's not that crazy.
Oh, like that's fucking wild.
But he just raised his little pant leg up.
That's wild too. You ever been somewhere and you see somebody peeing with their ass cheeks out? Like, this is not your house, nigga. Don't be put your pants up.
That's for kids, man.
Bro,
if you over 5,
I've seen it, man.
That's
I've
wild.
seen that shit.
That's hilarious.
I think I've seen that shit like in junior high or something, bro. Kid in their ass cheeks out, just peeing. That's probably how most of us pee at home, though. You ain't got no reason to just barely pull the front out. You at home, you just pull your pants down.
My eyes do not be out anytime I'm taking a piss. Unless I'm naked about to get in the shower. I'm just...
It's like, bro, how you peeing with your whole pants down like that, bro? Man, I think the wildest shit I ain't been to a Dodger game in a long time. But the wildest shit I seen is back in the day at the Dodger Stadium. The way the way the pisser is everybody used to pee in this one trough.
Oh, the little
it's like one long wall where it's one big ass urinal, and it's just water flowing to wash the piss out.
Yeah,
and it's like one wall. And I remember I was peeing off to the side, and it was some dudes that was like bumping shoulders, pissing. I'm like, nigga, no. Hell no.
Oh man.
I can't believe the Dodger Stadium would have that.
That's like some old school stuff.
Yeah, that's super old school, man. You gotta like give everybody their individual pisser at least.
I don't know. I'm sure I used the bathroom when I went to the Dodgers game. I don't know if they got those still.
They probably don't. I've been to a Dodgers game in a long time, but bro,
they used to have those at BHS.
They did? I don't remember that.
At one of them bathrooms, they got something like that.
Probably one of them older ones in the basement or some shit. But it's this one continuous pisser. And it'd be like 60 niggas peeing at one time.
Yeah.
It's like, this shit ain't cool.
Yeah.
Nah.
Bunch of Dodger dogs lined up.
Oh, dang. I forgot. What's the 7th inning song?
I don't know. I ain't no Dodgers fan.
No, just a 7. Was it Take Me Out to the Ball Game? That's like the universal one.
Oh, I thought you meant a specific Dodgers song.
Yeah, take
I don't know.
me out to the crowd, buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. That's how you know that song is old as fuck. Nobody eats Cracker Jacks anymore.
Cracker Jack's fire.
Cracker Jacks will break your teeth out. They need to call those motherfuckers Cracker Tooth. Cracker Tooth right out your motherfucking mouth.
They used to have the little things.
Prizes?
Yeah.
Them
They
prizes.
start getting worse over the years.
Oh my God. The prizes were actually kind of cool when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But they got more cheaper and more fucked up as I got older.
Yeah. It was just like, at one point you could probably get even like a little tattoo or something like that in there.
Yeah, all kind of shit.
Yeah. And now it literally just be like an image.
Yeah, it's like an image. It'd be the Cracker Jack nigga on the front. You're like, yo, I already see him on the front. I don't need another picture of him. The fuck, yo. Yeah. And when I was a kid, they used to actually have like a prize that would be like something you would have to like put together or something.
Yeah.
Or like a little sliding image or something like that. And Cracker Jacks was cool back then. But man,
they just got less creative.
Yeah.
Over the years. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Cracker
Jacks. It's crazy like when you think about just like candy and chips and stuff, just in general, it was like a gradual thing where it used to be, the bag used to be filled up with the majority of like whatever it was, content, whether it was popcorn or chips or whatever.
Yes.
And now you can get a little 30-cent bag of chips or whatever, and it's mostly air.
Yeah.
And it's like 5 chips in there.
I'm old enough to remember when it was a majority of chips rather than air. These motherfuckers just start having all this air in the bag, man. It's a trip. I be going through a wormhole on TikTok to find old snacks, and they just bring me back nostalgia. Like it was a snack back in the day called pizzerias. Those are really good. There was another snack called koala bears. You remember those? It looked like a little koala bear shaped cookie that it had like a cream filling inside. That shit was so fucking good.
Fire.
Yeah. Back in the day, they had Dunkaroos. Remember those? Damn, you young as fuck. You remember that? Dunkaroos. They still have these ice creams, I think, but they're not as popular. You remember the ice creams you got from school that had a little wooden spoon?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you like that's like this. Yeah.
Scoop that shit up.
That was be on special days. It's like the little swirl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strawberry swirl or vanilla.
They used to have the chocolate. It was like vanilla and chocolate.
Yeah.
Like a fudge or something like that.
Yeah, the fudge, yeah. You know what I hated? And this is just off the record, but I hated when my dad got Neapolitan ice cream and then everybody be scooping out only one part of the ice cream.
That's trash.
Like you took the whole vanilla. Like, what's the point of getting this?
You might as well just got vanilla.
You might as well just got vanilla.
Yeah. No, that's, for me, I don't particularly care for like just plain chocolate ice cream, but I like the mix of all the flavors. Like I'll make sure I scoop some chocolate in there too.
I like when it comes down to it, vanilla is probably my favorite.
Just vanilla ice cream?
Probably just vanilla, straight vanilla.
I gotta have some flavor in there, like cookies and cream,
Oh, that just
strawberry. Yeah, I'll mess up some ice cream.
Yeah, I haven't had ice cream in a long time because it kind of fucks my stomach up. So I'll have ice cream I have like one big scoop and I'm cool.
You don't mess with the non-dairy?
Yeah, I can fuck with the non-dairy. They got an ice cream called Arctic Breeze. Really good ice cream. It's non-dairy and it's like gym ice cream basically. You know, good protein and shit in it. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arctic Breeze, and there's another one too. I forgot what it's called, but or Arctic Freeze, I think it's called. And then there's another brand I forgot, but that shit's good.
Yeah.
Got to get it online.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the old snacks, yo.
Yeah, can't go wrong with those.
Shout out to those Red Baron pizzas back in school.
Them
pizzas, the square pizzas with the little square pepperonis.
Yeah.
You can't get square pepperonis anywhere else but fucking schools.
Yeah.
Schools, it's just little octagon pizzas. It's like, yo, who had the time to make an octagon pizza, bro?
Remember they used to have like the vegetables that nobody ever ate? I remember they used to try to serve us broccoli in a side of ranch, but it'd be raw broccoli.
Oh, yeah, I used to eat that shit.
You used to eat the raw broccoli?
Not too much, but I did eat it, though.
I ain't never ate no raw broccoli at school.
And I felt like a fucking zoo animal eating it.
That stuff be dry. No way I'm eating that. Carrots, maybe I'll mess with the carrots.
You put it in
ranch, yeah.
You dip that shit in ranch, it'd be legit.
Anything tastes good, huh?
Yeah, but the broccoli, the raw broccoli, though, that shit was stiff as a motherfucker without it.
For sure, yeah. That's why I'm like, nah, I can't eat this.
Yeah, you be farting like a motherfucker eating them snacks. All that goddamn broccoli got you farting. I used to have to dip all of it. Ain't no point in eating all them fucking vegetables if I'm draining it in ranch or dipping it all in ranch.
Yeah, that's the only way it's palatable.
Yeah. Another drink we mentioned before on here, Fruitopia. Fruitopia was a massive drink back in the 90s and in the early 2000s. Loved that drink. It was so full of sugar, but that shit was so fucking good.
Yeah.
They still have that drink, but it's in the other country. I think it's in Canada and some other places.
Really?
Yeah, it ain't here no more, though. Remember that nasty-ass soda called Surge?
Yeah.
That shit was nasty as fuck. It tasted like it had, like, before COVID came out, it tasted like it had COVID in it.
I was in a Zoom meeting with, like, this lady from Canada earlier, and I kind of finally heard they accent.
You know.
It's like, oh, really? It's like they kind of like emphasize like certain words. It's interesting. Right.
Yeah. Like, oh, you trying to hurt me? You trying to hurt me?
Oh, you want me to throw my ass back? Huh? Hey,
throw it back, eh? Oh, that'd be wild. Just like, oh, you make me come, you know. Oh, man.
That's funny.
Oh, man. We just completely jumped off of what we were talking about.
Graduation, yeah.
Nah, it wasn't graduation. It was people financially struggling.
Oh, finances, yeah.
And we literally just jumped off of that and went to something else. All right. We got to mention this one, too. It was a woman does a very interesting experiment. And this experiment basically literally was meet the woman who's received oral sex every day for a year. Says Amy McBain and her partner Alex wanted to try a little experiment. They wondered what would happen if he went down on her every day. The answers they found were earth-shattering. After this experience, this is in quote, I believe that women need oral sex on a daily basis, Amy tells me as we were chatting on her back patio. Every single fucking day, end quote. She believes that her ritual of receiving head brought all of her other facets of life into equilibrium. Everything regulated, my sleep, my weight, my health, my emotions, my relationships. When I don't have this in my life, the exact opposite, I find I'm irritable, easily triggered, and I don't sleep as well. The difference is so stark that Amy now believes women have a medical need for cunnilingus. What the fuck you call it? Cunnilingus, and she intends to provide it to them. Amy's story begins the moment she received the most bomb head of her lifetime. It came from her current partner, Alex. Amy is usually the polyamorous type, but after this unprecedented experience, she decided to lock it down. Okay, here's the thing, man. I'm not here to tell anybody what their sexual experience should be at all. People require different things. But, man, ain't no way I'm giving a woman head every day. Maybe a few times out the week, but every day? You got to give my mouth a rest, man.
Your jaw gonna be hurting.
Yeah, I'm walking around with a sore jaw. But there was a woman on TikTok that said that every day before her husband leaves and goes to work, she gave him head every single day. And she says she does that to fight for her relationship. That was her reasoning. And I was thinking, like, I just don't feel like that's necessary. I mean, I think that's what she does. You can't tell somebody what's wrong or right. But she basically said, like, she did that to, keep, like, I guess to fight for her relationship because she doesn't want anybody trying to, I guess infiltrate what they've got going on.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of hard for a dude to leave a house and want to cheat when his balls is getting emptied out every day. How does this guy have how does he have the motivation to carry on?
Yeah.
That's just a lot of energy, man.
Yeah.
You just if once we bust a nut, we've lost about 45% of our abilities. If we was a superhero, we'd be a super zero. Can't move around, man.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like trying to do something like bust a nut and then go to the gym?
That it just doesn't work.
It'd be the worst workout ever. You might hurt yourself.
I would say busting the nut one, probably more, if you were having like actual sex, that might be more I think that weakens your legs a little bit more than just getting some head.
Heck yeah, dude. Yeah. Well, the head, it's the same thing. She's draining you, man.
Yeah, but just, I don't know, at least from my experience, when I'm actually having like sex, my legs be much, much weaker than just getting some head.
Yeah, because you're actually putting more work into the whole action.
Yeah.
But either way, you getting drained. I think I'm the type of person that would turn it down after a while. I'd be like, hey, it's cool. We could just do that again later.
Yeah. I just think like, to me, if you're relying on one another person and then also like a sexual experience to manage your weight and your emotions and your stress level and all that, it seems unhealthy.
It's too much of a responsibility.
Yeah, like you're relying, you having a bad day, so you're like, honey, I need some head right now. They're stressing me out at work. Like, nigga, go to therapy.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And you can't and I don't want to get gross, but you just cannot give women, you can't give them a head every day, just the way that their body works. They need time to, they got to get everything in order.
Yeah, you got menstrual cycles and stuff.
This guy, rain, sleet, or snow.
Dang, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, this dude is, even when they're on the cycle, everything, this guy was down there.
No, that's wild.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah. That's a sin. You can't be doing that.
Yeah. He was a blood like a motherfucker. He was in that pussy like, what's bracken?
You stupid.
That's too much, man. That's too much. I can't do that every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think as men, you should want to do that. I think you should at least like return the favor.
Yeah.
You know?
That's everybody also has like a different sexual desire capacity that works for them. So true. I don't know. I don't even on the receiving end, like that guy that's getting head every day. I get tired.
I get tired of it.
I just want to go to work.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah. Just let me go to work. And then imagine if you tell your coworkers, they'd be like, "Are you fucking serious?
Yeah,
you don't like that dude every day? Yeah. My wife haven't sucked my dick for 2 months." There's some dudes that's married that ain't got no head in over a month.
So yeah, some marriages, they have like very strange sexual relationships. Yeah, which is unfortunate. Yeah, it'd be like that. Like sometimes a girl don't really feel attractive, and the guy be wanting to have sex, and it just don't feel right to them, and it'd be a whole thing.
Imagine if women just told the truth on the spot, like, "No, I don't want to have sex. You're fat."
Yeah, man, dang, that would be tough.
That'd be hella tough. You imagine how bad the dude would feel? He'd be like, "Fuck. Yeah, I am fat. She body shamed me."
That's unfortunate, dog. Yeah, that's why you just gotta. Well, I don't know. Some people don't care, but you got to keep yourself up if that's like what your relationship requires.
People don't, like, a lot of men don't think about this too, but like when she met you, you were at the top of your game. You were at the gym 4 times a week. You had a flat stomach. You had a nice chest. You had big arms. Now you got skinny arms. You got a big stomach, and you're like 100 pounds over the weight that she met you. And you just don't. And it's not to be fucked up, but like if she loses a little bit of attraction to you, it's not completely her fault.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's probably not as sexually attracted to you because you let yourself go.
Mm-hmm.
And now she got to look at all that belly.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine the POV on that one.
Mm-hmm.
She just looking up and that belly just all over.
Stomach all on
that
her.
belly just all on her forehead.
And it's it affects your sexual performance as well. So not only she may be able to get over the fact that you gained some weight, but if you only giving her a minute and a half of dick, like, it might not. It's gonna be double trouble. And if she in shape too, like she working out and working on herself, you're not working out, it's not a good.
Imagine if you got sleep apnea too. So not only is you not performing, you like,
yeah, you keeping it. She can't get no good sleep.
We need a divorce.
You gotta really love somebody if your partner got sleep apnea.
Women do be putting up with a lot, cuz I'm not even gonna stunt.
Mm-hmm.
Women do be putting up with a lot because it be dudes that just be farting on them and overweight on them and sleep apnea and shit like that. Yeah. Some motherfuckers got dirty draws.
Don't know how to wipe their booty.
Some motherfuckers don't know how to wipe their ass, bro.
Yeah.
It was a woman, bro. It was on TikTok. I seen this. And it was this dude. She confronted him about his dirty draws, bro. She
like a girlfriend or something?
Yeah, I swear. Mm-hmm. She confronted him about his dirty draws. Mm-hmm. Like, it was a camera. She put like her phone down and she was like, what is this? When did this happen? What is this? He's like, put them down. She was like, what is this? The fuck is this? Get out of my house. Like,
oh, dang.
Yeah,
she kicked him out?
She kicked him out because he had shit in his drawers.
Like a boyfriend or like a casual thing?
I don't know. It might have been her man, but he's like, and then she got mad. She said, you said, nigga, I was sucking your dick and you had shit in your drawers?
Nah.
Get out of my house. Yeah, it was on TikTok.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was. You could see the strip too. It was a strip on the back of his drawers. It's like a big strip of doo doo. She's like, "What is this? Get the fuck out of my house!"
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god.
That's I don't know. So, sometimes we have like bad habits, especially when it comes to like wiping yourself. I was having a conversation the other day. I was like, man, if you sit on the toilet and you wipe yourself, it don't always happen like that, but if you wipe yourself clean within a couple wipes, you might need to revisit how you your wiping your butt process, because sometimes it take a minute to really get clean down there.
Yeah, you just get some wet wipes, man. Mm-hmm. They need to. Hey, yo, it was I forgot who it was. That was Kevin Samuels talking about it. He's like, because there was a lot of women. I even seen this on TikTok. Women mad or complaining about men not wiping their ass right. Mm-hmm. Like literal women in the comments like, girl, it's just so gross when they don't be cleaning back there right. I'm so tired of it. Mm-hmm. And the other girls is like, me too. This is nasty. Because the girl that posted the video, she said, this is a different post. She said, what I want y'all to do for all the fellas out there is put your hands, put your hands in the back of your pants and scoop upwards and look at your fingers and ask yourself, do I deserve respect?
Dang.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, that's nasty, but that's like, women don't need to put up with a motherfucker not wiping his ass, bro. Mm-hmm. That's fucking nasty. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got a shitty booty out here. I mean, these women ain't shit. They ain't no good. Mm-hmm. But you ain't wiping your ass right. You can't even do the bare minimum, bro.
That's toxic.
That toxic shit.
You got a toxic relationship.
You got a toxic relationship with your own ass,
yeah.
bro.
That's not a good look.
Nah.
Definitely the moist wipes is the way to go.
Yeah, you better do something. You better update your cleaning regimen. Like it's certain things as men that we gotta do better, bro. Mm-hmm. And me, I ain't got no problem with wiping my ass. So I'm not gonna say me. You can exclude me from that conversation.
Yeah.
But goddamn, bro. But anyways, the overall conversation. I like me and Keith said, you can't disagree with it. But also, I don't want women out here thinking that we're supposed to give them head every day. Mm-hmm. That's too much. That's draining. We got lives we got to live. We got things we got to do.
Yeah. That's not me. Like I got
hell no.
Like you said, we got I'm not doing that. I'm also not doing that for your mental health.
No,
it's not gonna happen.
If you need head for your mental health, you need to go. go to therapist. But imagine she go to therapist, not the therapist giving her head.
Well, you said go to therapy.
We've decided that she actually does require head. After a couple meetings, I've decided to.
That's a wild, because it's kind of strange because for the most part, guys are like, women are typically the one that just give a guy head without any sort of anything else attached to it.
Yeah.
So it's always, I won't say it's weird or strange, but I would say it's a little different when a guy is just giving like the unsolicited, eating a girl out unsolicited.
That'd be crazy. Mm-hmm. That'd be crazy. You just like, you just out somewhere like at a club or something. Because I know of some dudes that have done that.
Just eating a girl out.
They just be like in like a bathroom at somebody's house and they just lick it. He was like, come on, man.
That's wild.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah.
I remember the funniest thing I've seen, and this is unrelated. I was at this party. It was just like a kickback. It was me and like 5 homies, and then she brought like 5 of her homegirls. And we was all just laughing, having a good time. It wasn't nothing wild going on. But one of the girls went in the bathroom with one of the dudes, and everybody got kind of quiet, like, oh, shit, they about to go in there and do something. So we just all started talking and stuff, and they went in, and I swear to God, they literally came out like, they came out the bathroom probably like 3 minutes later, and she just looked so mad, and he was like, he had this look on his face like, or he was like kind of happy.
Like he busted quick?
He might have busted a nut that fast, bro. Swear, bro. And me and the homies was laughing because she looked so pissed off.
But those be tricky situations, because when you in that, and I haven't done that before, but when you be in those situations, it'd be like your adrenaline rushing and all these different things.
But dude just looked like low key like a cholo though. Swear to God, like he looked like he was like almost like a street dude. He was a cool person though, but some people's looks could be deceiving. But he looked like Lil Rob. Yeah. he went in there and came right out, and she looked so upset.
He was like, "Yeah, I got me some.
I got some of that."
Yeah. At a certain point, you gotta like, part of your job has to be like to please the woman.
At some point in your life, because then you just gonna get a bunch of bad dick reports.
Yeah.
And that's embarrassing. Giving a woman bad dick and then seeing her in public after that, you'd be like, "Damn."
Yeah. I think more people in general should just learn about sex, like learn how to be better sexually, and whether that's reading a book or watching a video or a documentary or something.
Yeah, because not all women give you a chance to redeem yourself. You might give them some bad dick, and then they just done with you.
Yeah,
they just cut you off.
Yeah,
you like, dang, I low key want to like prove to her that I could.
Yeah. You don't always get that chance. Sometimes it's one and done.
They're like, nigga, you don't get 2 times to give me bad dick.
I for sure got like a second chance.
Yeah.
And then I got blocked after that. I got one bad dick review, and then she gave me another chance. And then gave her bad dick again, and then I got blocked from the world.
This nigga credit was a 450. Got a dick report. And it's so hilarious. Men, like our egos as men is so out of control. Like men be really thinking they just the business. Like a woman ain't never experienced something better than you.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, truth be told, like somebody has fucked her the right way, and then you came along and you thought you was the business, and you gave some weak dick, bro.
Yeah.
That's how you get better at it, is like knowing that, you know.
You didn't really do it.
Yeah, you have times where you know for a fact that you was really handling your business.
But sometimes I think with me, what happened in that situation was like that mug was just too fire not to bust. That mug was just too fire.
Oh dang!
Because you know, as guys, it's a moment. It's a you can like. We got somewhat control over what's going on, right? And there's a moment in our minds sometimes where we're like, okay, I'm no longer waiting to bust. I'm gonna just bust. But for me, that happened like 45 seconds in.
Oh my God. And then there's nothing you can say to absolve yourself of the bad performance.
Yeah.
You be like, oh, it's just too good, or like just shut the fuck up. You just be like, dang, like that's all.
You know
what
I would do sometimes? If it's like, if I know I'm a bust quick, what I used to do was be like, oh yeah, we for sure gonna go another round after this. And then just not go another round.
That's not even a round.
It was around in boxing 3 minutes.
I say she would have at least appreciated 3 to 4 minutes and then gave you an opportunity. If you busting in a minute, God damn.
That's crazy, bro.
It just happens, man. It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
And women will be like, punk ass bitch. They'll be like, you soft, you weak.
But women got to take some ownership in niggas busting fast, though.
Well, it's not their fault, bro.
It's not their fault, but it is. Like, if you got some good. Then,
stop doing them Kegels.
Yeah, stop doing the Kegels.
Doing them goddamn Kegels all day long.
Yeah, especially when you young. Like, when you young, like 20s, like 18, 19 years old, you don't really have like the mental strength to not bust.
Stop going to the gym so much.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I remember when I learned the kind of mental aspect of it, not busting, where you like thinking about so many different things. Like, dudes you might say the alphabet backwards.
Dudes be OD. They be like, grandma.
Grandma. Oh, it's comedy.
Oh man,
that's hilarious.
Oh man, motherfuckers being there like Bill Cosby.
I used to go over like football plays. Like,
man, blue 22,
cover two right here.
Blue 22.
Yeah, if the wide receiver go in motion, I gotta follow him.
The fucked up thing though, if it's a good play, you gonna bust anyway. Like, oh shit, blue 22, I'm about to make a play. God damn it. Oh man,
that's hilarious.
Ah, blue 15, that's my best play. God damn it. Oh man,
crazy.
You in there strong? Oh man, I'm finna be in zone coverage. God damn it.
That nigga said, "Grandma." Yeah.
Oh man! All right, switching gears. We'll wrap it up here. Amber Heard. Recently, we seen the trial, and I didn't get the real specifics, but I know Johnny won. But and what was it?
He was awarded like $15 million.
$15 million. Mm-hmm. I guess somebody created a fake GoFundMe. I think it was, or I think it was GoFundMe.
They shut it down.
It was for Amber Heard to pay him back. I think it gained almost $1 million.
Really?
Yeah, and they shut it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amber Heard got off kind of easy. What I think is I think, and Keith brought this up, and I think he's right. Keith said that Amber Heard won't be canceled. Mm-hmm. And I think she won't be canceled, but I think this is what's going to happen to her career. I think Amber Heard is going to be in a lot of like indie movies. Mm-hmm. She's going to be in some indie movies for a little bit. Like she's going to be doing some shit either behind the scenes or indie films. In addition to... She gonna get her stardom back, but it's gonna come from her PR team putting out this image like, I found Christ, and and I had an issue with drugs. I stopped doing drugs. She gonna try to pull like a Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, she gonna do a Gayle interview, Gayle King or Oprah or something like that.
Yeah, Gayle King with all the basics. They gonna talk to her. She gonna say how she's healed and how she's going to therapy and she does yoga and all this shit. And then eventually she's going to get her big roles back and she will not be canceled.
Yeah.
But I think it's just weird for you to shit in somebody's bed and then clearly do drugs in the courtroom. Like they busted her taking a pill in the courtroom. Mm-hmm. Like if you're that much of a helpless addict, you really need to go to rehab. You need to go off the fucking grid. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's weird. I'm
all for people getting a stuff right, and mental and stuff like that. But it just got to be authentic.
Yeah.
If she came back and I sensed some genuineness in her interviews, and she really seemed like she changed her life, and she not as angry and stuff like that no more. I think that'd be great. But if she came back with these fake tears and all this kind of stuff that she was using in the court, then I just don't care for it.
Hear it.
But yeah, I think that's what her career is going to look like. Because just even now, it doesn't seem like there's much negativity around anything she's doing. Like she's still in the Aquaman movie, I believe. They said they supposedly limited her screen time or something like that. I don't necessarily believe that. I don't know if you can really edit a story around that without it just doesn't that narrative doesn't really make sense. And it's also like he say she say type stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, she gonna be good. You know, it's like this was, and also this was just like a civil suit, I believe, a defamation lawsuit or something like that. So ain't nobody going to jail, nothing like that. She gonna lose $15 million. Johnny Depp, he gonna go out and do his thing. I think for him, because he's the one that kind of lost some roles and stuff like that. So hopefully he's able to, you know, continue his career, and you know not be affected by the narrative that was going around. But Amber Heard, she gonna be straight. This is probably like you got to think about all the celebrities that have had wild, whether it was domestic violence, drug abuse, whatever the case, and have made a comeback.
Yeah.
Chris Brown, his album come out in a couple weeks, I think, or maybe like a week or something like that.
Yeah.
He's still going tours, sellout tours. Like you said, Robert Downey Jr., he made it all the way to Marvel movies. You know what I mean? So this is just regular.
Chris Brown would go right over there and slap a woman right in the face and nobody canceling. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm about to slap a girl. Oh, man.
That's crazy.
Chris Brown is so talented that people forget that he hits women. That's how fucking talented. And women love Chris Brown. He never been canceled. That's how much talent he has.
I think he was canceled for like a year.
Man.
After the Rihanna situation.
Man.
And then he dropped Deuces and it was over.
Yeah, Deuces.
I'm on my boot.
And all the girls is reposting it. Women love Chris Brown so much. Like if you think about Rihanna and how beloved Rihanna is, how obsessed people are with Rihanna, and this nigga
still, Chris
beat
Brown
her
still
up,
got a
and Chris
career.
Brown still got a crazy career after beating her up.
That's crazy.
They went to the details of that situation, and it's wild. The shit that he was doing. Like he was stopping the car and then beating her up, and then stopping other places and beating her up again. Shit was wild, man.
Yeah.
He bit her.
Yeah.
Chris Brown literally bit Rihanna, bro.
That was so scary.
Yeah.
Like it just seemed certain events be happening with celebrities and you'd be like, this is not real.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this much. And I would hate to say this because people would be like, oh, I don't know, I'll have to let it go. Bro, if I'm with a woman and I find out that whatever said dude in the past bit her, beat her, if I see him, I'm fucking him up. I'm sorry.
You gonna be squabbing?
I'ma fuck him up. And even if it's past tense, like if I know for a fact he bit you and he beat you, and you have like some type of reaction to it, like you get scared or jittery or you got anxiety or whatever.
Yeah.
Like the fucked up thing is by me beating him up, it might make it worse.
Yeah. I don't see. Yeah. I mean, in reality, it may make you feel better in the moment, but that's not going to do nothing for that situation.
It just sucks though. Like you don't like seeing the woman you're with. You don't like seeing her hurting like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
So it's like, bro, if all I got to do is dribble your face off the pavement 2 times, I'd rather do that and just let you live because you bit her up and beat her up. If I just catch you with a few and let you know that maybe every time you see me, I might not beat you up, but I want you to think I'm going to beat your ass every time I see you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's wild.
That's tough, man.
That's
a lot
wild.
of those dudes won't even fight guys.
Nah. Chris Brown be like, I don't want to fight a man. I'm on my bullshit. Nah, you'd be crazy. What if you about to fight Chris Brown and he just put a dance move so cold, you'd be like, dang, I want to fight you, but that was cold. Man, I want to fight you, but that moonwalk was something different.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's wild, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They got to bring Celebrity Deathmatch back.
Oh, that shit was wild. It was funny in celebrity. People forget, like, I don't think they could do that now. They would probably get canceled. Because because it was so graphic, and the humor that they use will not be allowed today.
And yeah, it was like very timely, like beefs. So they'd be having, I don't remember specific ones, but they would have, say it's a rap beef going on. It'd be like Drake and Kanye West fighting each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In regards to Johnny Depp, I think Johnny Depp was brutally honest, and that's why, people was on his side too. Mm-hmm. He had more celebrity than her, which could create a bias in people. But when they asked him blunt questions, he never lied. Mm-hmm. They were like, is it true on December 27th you called her a bitch and a whore? Yes. Is it true that you said that you wanted... He said something, and he read a text message. It was like something like, your little pussy belongs to me, or something like that. Did you see that?
I didn't see that part.
He said something like, he was reading something very graphic, like, I want your little pussy, or something like that. He's like, is it true that you said that? Yes, that's true. Like, he always, it could be some wild shit
and
that made
drugs
him,
and stuff like
he could
that.
make him, is it true you snorted coke off a stripper's ass in Las Vegas? That's correct. Yes. And he didn't backtrack.
Yeah.
He fucked up one of the lawyers. They're like, it's showing that afterwards your drug addiction got worse after you did that. And he says, were you there? And the lawyer was like fucked up. He's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that shit was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Amber Heard is the worst fucking actor. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Like, that's one of the things that might have her acting career under fire, is the worst acting. She said something like, oh, the carpet. Or something like, Amber, if you don't shut the fuck up. God damn.
You can't really act in real life.
No, she's like, oh.
Really, it doesn't translate. Like, you need cameras, you need music,
right.
You need makeup. That's the only way that really works.
He's like, is it true that Johnny Depp put his hands on you? Oh, I certainly cannot deal with this tough situation. You'd be like, lady, will you just put the fucking script down and answer the goddamn question? Fuck.
I would say that they had a very toxic relationship.
Oh, very.
And on both sides. And luckily they both escaped without something crazy happening.
Yeah, he said something like, he said, oh, bro, this is the worst shit. He's like, why did you punch me? You punched me. I didn't punch you. I hit you.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Are you
that sound like women logic, though.
Yeah, like, I didn't punch you. I hit you.
That makes perfect sense in her head when she said that.
I didn't stab you. I poked you. I'm like, bitch, I'm bleeding. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, but no, that's crazy, man. Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. That's wild.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, I don't have a lot on this Johnny Depp thing. I just I hope Johnny Depp moves forward and gets clean himself up, man.
Yeah, go to a rehab or something.
Is it true you tried anal with 4 of Amber Heard's friends? Yes.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Is it true that you put on your Captain Jack Sparrow uniform when you had sex with her mom, friend, and her cousin? I didn't wear my costume that night. So are you saying you did have the sexual acts? Yes, that's accurate. Yeah, it's hilarious. I think the funniest thing that got mentioned recently was with what's the comedian that has the podcast by himself? Damn it. What's the one that did the Eminem? Chris D'Elia. Mm-hmm. Chris D'Elia said that the number one thing Johnny Depp had on his side was stillness. Mm. Like, basically what he would do is be like, they would ask him wild questions and he would be honest. And he was like, oh, so did you have sex with her and you want to do a threesome with her friends? He'd be like, yes, that's true. Mm-hmm. And he'd back away from the microphone and he would just stand there. Mm-hmm. And that will fuck somebody up. Because when people get you flustered, they know that something's wrong. Yeah. But he just was living in his truth.
Yeah.
He didn't have to make up a bunch of lies and shit. But
I mean, they were there for a reason. They were there because he felt that Amber Heard was lying on him. So.
He had to get his reputation. Like, she fucked his reputation up. Everybody thought he was a woman beater. Mm-hmm. And as long as that was the narrative, Johnny Depp was canceled by everybody. But he redeemed himself in the public. Mm-hmm. The court of public opinion is at the end of it was on Johnny Depp's side. And in order for Johnny Depp to like literally have a career, he couldn't let that just go. And he let it go though for like fucking 2 years.
Yeah.
For like 2 years, people thought that he was just a bad guy and Amber Heard's getting all these
He was going to live with that.
He's going to have to live with that. But Amber Heard was really a piece of shit. And everybody really got to see how bad of a person she was. And now, when you bring up Amber Heard for a movie role, they're going to be like, yeah, you're going to have to do some indie movies.
Yeah.
You're going to have to do
Lifetime.
You have to do some movies in China or some shit for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do nothing here. We don't want you pooping on our set. That's wild, bro. And was she 35? She's like 35, I think.
I don't know how old she is.
35 or 36, right in there. Like, girl, you too old to be sitting in the bed and thinking it's funny. And then did you even wipe your ass?
I hope she used a wet wipe.
Something.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine if you just doo-doo on a bed that you went to wipe your butt afterwards.
Yeah, bro. You know, it's crazy. People look up to all these celebrities like, oh my God, it's Johnny Depp. Oh my God, it's so-and-so. And it's like, you have no idea how fucked up these people's lives are. You're putting them up on a pedestal, and he's got his fucking wife shitting in his bed.
And he's in the relationship with her after these things.
Yeah. It's like, dude. Like,
yeah. It's drug, alcohol,
mental
addictions.
abuse.
Yeah. Toxic relationships. Yeah.
Man, I tell you, if the first time I see any shit particles in my bed, she is out, dude. I'm done. You can't unshit in my bed.
The thing with those relationships too, like you'll meet somebody and go on a date and they'll be like, oh my gosh, my ex-boyfriend was crazy, or my ex-girlfriend was crazy. And then you start to ask more questions and you realize like they were in a relationship for like 2-3 years. And you realize that that person that's just telling you that has to be complicit in some of
course
that.
They do. You know how many women I've heard tell me, like, we'll be on a date, they'll be like, yeah, my ex-boyfriend was really toxic and he just gaslighted me. And that's like the new word women be using now. He just gaslighted me and and he body shamed me. And we were together for 9 years, but like he just body shamed me. I'm like, you gave this nigga 9 years of your life?
Yeah, that's exhausting.
You're complicit in that, baby girl. You think I'm stupid enough to give you a chance so you can fuck my life up?
And then you talk to the guy and it's just like, man, she was crazy. She did this, she did that. That's literally Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's relationships. Yeah. Like he did this to me, I did this to him.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to stay out of a toxic relationship, make sure you allow people to talk. Don't interrupt them and just keep letting them talk, and they will incriminate themselves, and you will see that they were complicit in all the toxic shit that they said the other person was doing. They are complicit in that. Period. And pay attention to their social media. If you find yourself liking somebody, pay very fucking close to the shit that they put on social media. And I'm not saying you know a whole person's life by what they post. I'm just saying you will start seeing inadequacies from the person to what they post. It'll be some things that are inaccurate or lies or just simply falsehoods. And you're like, yeah, yep, she's a liar. I'm done. Because I've had that happen a gang of times. Yep, because a lot of toxic people get to sneak in relationships, man. They'll sneak in a relationship if you let them. You know, if you don't,
that's what they want too.
That's what they want. They want to infiltrate you. They want to be act as if they're this nice. The front is they're this nice, loving person, but then once you spend enough time, they get tired of acting. The acting, it just gets worse and worse, and they revert back to being themselves. And then when they display this wild behavior, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe you're doing that. But the truth of the matter, they were always that person. They were always that person, but it just took the right situation for that person to come out. Sometimes you'll never know a person until real life situations present themselves. Then you'll see, damn, she really shit in my bed. What the fuck happened, man?
The bathroom is only right here.
I'm calling the police.
That's crazy.
Yo, this is completely unrelated to, like, we're about to end this podcast right now. And this is completely unrelated to anything we talked about. But why is Golden Corral still open, man?
It's open?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
This motherfucker is open. It's down the street from my house, bro.
Yeah. Golden Corral got pretty good food.
Hell no, man.
Yeah, I like Golden Corral.
Hey, somebody called the police on Golden Corral, bro. That shit is assault.
It probably was packed after graduation.
Assault with a deadly chicken. That shit was not. Last time I went there, it was not good, man.
I haven't been in a while, but when I went, I was satisfied.
They always got a now hiring sign out there because nobody want to work at that motherfucker.
I mean, every fast food restaurant has now hiring on it.
Man,
Yeah,
I miss Hometown Buffet low key.
that mug is no longer.
Nowhere.
I don't even know if they have those. The
none.
business.
The business is done, man.
Dang.
It's fucked up.
Hometown
COVID.
buffet was cool, yeah.
Hometown
I haven't
was
been
cool.
to a buffet in a minute. I might just pop up one day.
I went recently, but it was because of our job. It was like
Okay.
we had a safety meeting last Wednesday, and yeah, it was like a breakfast buffet.
Have you ever been to Hodels?
That's where we had it.
Really?
Hodels, yeah.
I might slide over there tomorrow.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. But you could go get a to-go plate. But you could just put a bunch of shit in there.
But do you have they have the buffet though? Where
Yes,
you
they
do. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good deal. Yeah.
But for breakfast, what I did, I kept it simple. I got the omelets is the best omelets in town, bro. They got this little.
They
pan.
make them for you, or you
Yeah.
make them yourself?
No, they make them.
They make them. Okay.
They got the little omelets right there, and I just went and got a veggie omelet. Got broccoli in it, and bell peppers, and onion, and garlic, and mushrooms and shit. I just stuffed mine with vegetables. That shit was good as fuck. And then I got two separate omelets, and I just got a little bit of biscuits and gravy, and some potatoes. That shit was so fucking good, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to slide. We used to go before our games at BC. We used to go when we go out of town. We would go over there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but you couldn't really get the breakfast. You had to get, excuse me. Obviously, like we got a game in 6-7 hours, so
Yeah.
our Chudy used to be on our head, like making sure nobody grabbing those cinnamon rolls
Really?
and stuff like that. Yeah, he would get pissed off. But it's like, Coach, I'm not even playing today.
Oh man, he didn't want you eating just bullshit.
Yeah, you had to eat, obviously like the sausage and the potatoes and stuff. But if it came to like cinnamon rolls
You didn't
or
feel none of that sugar
donuts
shit.
and it's a no go.
Oh my god.
He would get so mad, man.
And the whole time, Coach Chudy looked like shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, God damn it! Don't eat the fucking cinnamon rolls. Fingers, get away from the cinnamon rolls, man. What are you doing? Yo, shout out to Mercy, bro. Like, God damn it, Maston, what are you doing? Get your head in the game, man. What the fuck, man? It's like every angry white coach in California was Coach Chudy when I used to come to your practices and see him getting pissed. That shit.
Yeah.
He used to run the fuck out of the DBs.
Oh, bro.
Oh my god. I used to get tired watching y'all.
It wasn't until the seasons, like we was in the season that we really got in shape. At least for me.
That
but
shit
during the
was
summer,
ridiculous.
it was only like 6 of us. So we running drills
Back to back. Yeah. That shit was crazy.
It was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy.
Y'all had just a bunch of random. You had drills where I think you snatched a rag off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did that, and then you had another drill where you had to pedal and then slide and then pedal and then slide and pedal and slide.
Yeah.
And it just nonstop,
It was going crazy.
I'm like, dude, when is they gonna get these niggas a break?
Yeah.
Yeah, the wide receivers.
That's the crazy part is that being a DB, you don't actually have to be in that great of shape.
What do you mean?
Because they gon' depending on what team you playing, they gonna run the ball 40% of the time, right? So you on an average play, you not seeing no action. You know what I mean? Because you got to think like DBs. I mean not DBs, but at least corners. A corner might get 3-4 tackles a game. That might be all the action they see. They might get the ball thrown at them, 5 times maybe. And that's like all the action you see during the game.
Yeah.
So,
But if your D line and linebackers getting ran the fuck over And that running
You're
back
going to be saving tackles, huh?
Yeah, you're going to have to, if that running back is coming downhill on your ass, you gotta
be.
I see some DBs get the shit knocked out of them, bro.
Yeah, I for sure got ran over a couple times.
But it's a fucked up, it's an unfair advantage because if you got a running back that's like 5'10", 230, and he coming downhill on your motherfucking ass and he done made it to the second level, he already got all the speed built up by the time the DB get up there.
Yeah.
He gonna kill your motherfucking ass.
I like the running backs that try to juke you. Then we could just kind of like tussle a little bit.
Yeah.
Some of them trying to run you over.
Oh, man. Yo, I think the worst one as far as for a lineman is concerned is when teams, especially back in the day, they used to run that I formation, and that motherfucking fullback would come out and pop your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember we used to run stunts. Pretty much everybody runs stunts, but we ran a stunt when we had the 3-man front. It'd be, we had the nose, we had a 3 shade and a 6 shade. And the 6 shade was usually outside the tackle. The 3 shade was inside the tackle, in between the gap of the guard and the tackle. And the nose would have double A gap. Like even if he was lined up, like in the what do you call it? Head up on the center or in between, on the next shade.
Then the Mike linebacker might have
the field
the responsibility.
Exactly. But what would happen sometimes if you run a stunt or whatever, and y'all would swoop, boom, go this way and run a stunt. If you basically, 2 things would happen. If you see the guard running full speed that way, the play is going that way, but sometimes that motherfucking fullback be right there. So if you running too free, somebody about to knock your shit loose.
Yeah.
It'd be times I'll be running full speed, chasing the play, and just boom.
It's too good to be true.
He's like, this goddamn fullback done knock my goddamn chin strap off.
Yeah.
Yo, I'll say this before we close. The hardest time I ever got hit in my entire fucking life was against our fullback. He was 1 year older than me, Rashawn Vercher. Shout out to Rashawn Vercher, man. I remember we was running a play, and I was a junior, so I wasn't starting nothing like that, but it was my junior year, and I was playing outside linebacker because we had a small roster. So even if you were second team, your ass had to be scout because we didn't have a lot of players on that team. We went undefeated that year. But I remember I was playing outside linebacker, and I ran full speed at Rashawn, and I hit him. Boom! And I didn't like cream him or knock him down, but I hit him pretty hard. And the coach said, all right, let's run that again. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
So I had to run that play again. And said, this time, this nigga was coming full speed at me.
Yeah.
And he hit me just boom.
Yeah.
And he didn't cream me or knock me out or anything, but he knocked me back a little bit for sure. He hit me hard as fuck. And that was the first time ever that my chin strap and earpiece fell out.
God
At the same time, they just fell on the ground. I was like, this nigga done knocked my whole helmet loose.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I ain't never been that hard. And he was literally the size of like an NFL fullback. He's probably about 5'10", maybe 5'11", 5'10", like 232 in high school, bro. And he was a start. If anybody goes back to the Fresno State USC game and look at the starting fullback was number 26. He got a touchdown against USC. Number 26 was Rashawn Vercher. Just go to YouTube, and that is the dude that I had to go head up with in practice.
God dang.
That motherfucker could hit, man. Man. Yep.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we'll end it on that note. Most people probably listening don't care much about football.
I mean, I think most people like to listen to us talk.
Those stories.
Yeah.
Like, I want to hear more sex stories about Keith.
Oh, no.
Yo, Keith was having sex with his glasses on. He was telling me one time, and his glasses fogged up so bad that he couldn't see where the ass was. And
she just
told him to leave.
Anybody that has sex with their glasses on is a sick person.
Why you say that?
Because you don't need to see what's going on.
You kind of do, though. Like, is that an ingrown hair right there? Yeah. All right, well, let's go ahead and wrap it up, man. We appreciate all of those for taking the time to tune into this podcast, man. You made it all the way to episode 220. Yep. Another milestone, man. Oh, don't forget to head on down to our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We are on YouTube, for those that don't know that. at A Trucker's Mind Podcast. Make sure you subscribe. Tell a friend. We need to get the numbers up over there. You know, we're not getting a lot of high numbers there, so show us some love.
Yeah.
You know, you can send us a Cash App at ATMPOD on Cash App. And don't forget to subscribe. If you made it to the end of this podcast, we appreciate you. Thank you for listening to A Trucker's Mind Podcast. I'm Eddie McGee.
It's your boy K Fings.
We're out here.
Peace.